I was born by the river in a little tent, Lord, just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I knew change gonna come. Oh, yes, it is. Hi, Princess A. There I go to my brother, and I say, brother, help me, please. And he ends up knocking me back on my knees. Oh, there are times when I thought that I couldn't last any long. Okay, y'all in here now. I ain't got to sing no more. Praise Jesus. Hello, saints. We went back to church today. It's our first time in, I guess, a month and a half. There were so many restrictions, though. I mean, it was great to be back in the service. I go to church in Oakland, so for this first time, I thought I'd get a ride over there, but we only going to be meeting once a month, first Sunday, for the next couple of months until they figure out this Delta variant. Hey, y'all. Ooh, a lot of people out here on Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, and Sunday evening in some places. Imperfectly perfect. Hi, y'all. Cynthia Lewis and Dorita Ricks. Okay. Little doggies. E Diva and Kelly Hans. Are y'all making up some of these names? Your name is Kelly Hans. Okay. OG Bosgal. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing? Well, like I said, we went to church today. It's been a long time. It was good to see the saints. We were limited to 100 people in the sanctuary. Everybody was masked. Everybody was vaccinated. But it wasn't quite what it used to be. I mean, the singers sang through mask. And so we're not at full capacity at all. They let about a third of the people who are usually there. I'm an usher at my church, so it was good to get back in the saddle again, doing my responsibilities. But it was good. So once a month for a while, and let's hope things will get better soon. But it was good to see my brothers. So when I get back, I see now that someone led me over here to this issue that I was very curious about. I want to know who this stomp down person is because I want to stomp her down. Her is actually a him, a cowardly person who likes to come on and do everybody's inventory and speak about their lives, but always hide behind a black screen. So at first, people thought that it could be, I shouldn't even say the first person, but I got it wrong the first time. And now Tracy seems to think that it is this guy, Wolverine, who I was amazed because I said, I think Wolverine was a moderator over here at one point. Not for a very long time, but let's let you hear this guy. This is Wolverine on the Dead Man's page today. I go over there when people send me over there. I have some business over there, right? Y'all tell me if it sounds like Stomp Down.
Well, I'm not dressed.
Okay, don't come on then. Don't come on.
So I just want to. Do I sound like Stomp Down? Is that his name?
Yeah. No, you don't sound like Stomp Down.
Okay, as long as we got that cleared out, because people go. Yeah, okay. People going all over saying I'm Stomp Down. I'm like, no, I'm not Stomp Down. I'm actually very busy.
Wolverine, you're definitely not Stomp Down. I can.
That was Vivian.
Thank you so much, and I'm definitely
with you. How are you taking care of yourself?
Okay, so we see how there was an issue, a question that the guy Stomp Down said out of his mouth that people all over the place are saying that he is Stomp Down, right? And then immediately after he makes this statement that people are, do I sound like Stomp Down? Jay Wilson, people all over the place are saying that I'm Stomp Down. Do I sound like Stomp Down? And then Vivian jumps in to say, Wolverine, you are definitely not Stomp Down. I can attest to that. I don't know how exactly she can attest to that, but I want to talk about it for a minute. So in the usual fashion, the dead man jumps in and moves the conversation immediately away from, is this man Stomp Down? Now, I think if there was an allegation that this man was actually, that had gotten back to him, that he was somebody that he was not, why wouldn't Wilson allow him a second to talk about that? Nope. He has to dominate every conversation. So he moves the conversation immediately away from that. The boy can barely even get the damn answer out of his mouth. He even has other people jumping in to say, no, it's not Stomp Down. So we really couldn't clear anything up. But I believe that voice is not him. I say that because Wolverine has a slight stutter. And all the time that I heard that Stomp Down monster talk, I never heard a stutter, right? You can mask a lot of things. Like you can do voices. I'm sure I could probably do Daffy Duck or Elmer Fudd or somebody. But the inflection is hard to deny. So there's a little bit like they could possibly be from the same part of the country, but I don't believe that's Stomp Down. So we have to X that one off. How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Y'all going to church? Mm-hmm. I love to see brothers in church. Black people in church. And that's one way where we connect. We do love worship. We do love church. Hi, y'all. I don't trust Pastor. Why he moving to the conversation so fast away from the issue? The man said it was an issue that many people would accuse him of that. Of course, Jay Wilson, he's in his own mind, so he just blows right past it. I don't care about that. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Well, you're the one that introduced the Stomp Down, right? Since you're the one that brought the Stomp Down on to try to annihilate the people in the beef sector, I would think it would be of interest to you. But apparently he didn't see it that way. He wants to talk about what he wants to talk about. He wants to talk about that poor guy, that pastor guy, who was really, I think, being treated sort of like Andrew Caldwell. The people when the usher board, was the usher board still around, or they get it taken down? Hi, Tracy. When the usher board was still around, didn't they play all? They used to play William McRae, James Caldwell. Forgive me, not James Caldwell. You know that the name is similar. Andrew Caldwell. They would play his videos. The one they call they would play Andrew Caldwell, and they would play William McRae, and they would started playing this guy. This guy, now his name has slipped me already. Anyway, this guy is caught with his drawers down. Now, this man is obviously he struggles. He struggles. So when I heard who the person they were talking about, what's his name, Roy or something? Pastor Troy or something. Are they really? I mean, does he really have a congregation? I don't know. He is a YouTube personality, but the guy struggles, and unfortunately, he allowed someone to tape him having sex. Now, I don't know why. I don't know why this guy who is presenting, apparently, he has had a couple of kids with some woman. The woman is the one that used the tape against him, so she must have had it. So why, if you are presenting as a straight man, are you trying to play that role? Would you film somebody fucking you in the ass? I mean, I could see it if it was maybe reversed or something, but you in here getting dug out for the camera. Now, being filmed in sex is a fetish. There are some people who just like to see themselves on film. In other words, in their private time, they like to see themselves on camera having sex. Unfortunately, because of the internet and what happens on the internet, it ain't the safest thing to do. You need to find something else to do, honey. Start sucking toes. Do something else besides that damn camera. That camera will get you in trouble. But when I saw the guy they were talking about, I mean, I don't know. They act like it was some big mega pastor or something. He came on Larry Reed's show, and you can see the guy was struggling just to communicate. So I said, leave that man alone, honey. So he had sex. Bad judgment to have it filmed, of course. He ain't the first one. I don't know why they call him pastor. Apparently, he has an internet church. I don't know if he has an actual church or not. But they want to pick on him. They picked on him for 3 or 4 videos or whatever. I don't know why people think that people have disabilities, that if you have sex with them, you're abusing them. How do you know they don't have the same desires as everybody else? Right? If they were born with a disability, what makes you think that they are not able to have adult sex? Maybe their mind is not fully developed or whatever, but that don't mean that they don't have the same desires you have. You don't know that. So hopefully that story has moved on now. I thought Larry Reed did a good job of interviewing him and moving past that story. What's going on, Tracy? So Tracy, you were wrong, I guess. They said Wolverine said he is not stomped down. He sounds the pitch sounds a little bit like him, but I think that's something that could easily be explained by where they're from. But I watched it about 3 or 4 times, and he distinctly has a slight stutter when he speaks. I didn't hear that in the stomp down. So we're still searching. If you have other information, please let me know. Please let me know, honey. I would love to know who that was. Only people in here. What the hell y'all doing here? What else is going on? Y'all going to church? We're once a month with mask and vaccination and space. I guess they have rules and regulations that they adhere to, and we're following them to a T. Hello, saints. Hi, Lincoln Jude. I don't think we're dragging today unless we got somebody to drag. Couldn't think of another name. Okay. Oh, Kelly Hans. I was just thinking Goldie Hans. That's all. You have blonde wig on there. But Goldie's not really like Kelly. When I came on YouTube, I came on to promote my writing. So I didn't know anything about no beat sector. So I probably could have used a pseudonym or made up a name on here, like most of you darlings have been wise enough to do, so they wouldn't be able to dox you so easily. But I at that time, I wanted my name to be known because I was a young writer. And we're about to add our 6th book because I'm in the last chapter. I'm in the last part of the last chapter of my novel. And I spoke to the lady today. The lady today who edited my last book. She did a fabulous job too. She is a doctor. Let me see. She has a doctorate. But this lady is in her 80s, but she did a better job, a more thorough job than any other editor I ever had. We're going with this one. She edited this whole book, and I can't find a mistake in it. So she wants to read. She asked me to send her the file. So maybe I already have the editor. I already have a proofreader, so we'll see. The one thing I don't want to do, though, is rush the ending. If I can get the ending done this week, that'll be great. But if it takes me a month to get the ending, I want to get it right. And nothing frustrates me more than reading the whole book, getting all the way to the end, and it seems like the person just decided, okay, I'm just going to cut it, and they just end it. That's not a good book to me. I think Wolverine is still a mod. He's not a mod on here. If he is, he never comes around. Wolverine is a guy, and plus he keeps talking about his profession. Apparently, he works in medical. He's a nurse or something like that. But I think the stomp down, if she had anything to say, she would definitely try to use that against you. I do this, I do that, I do. No, she don't let you know nothing. So she is probably nothing, you know. He denies it. That Vivian confirms it. I guess Wilson blew past it. Oh no, what I do now? Oh shit. How'd I click on my book? Hold on. Hold on a minute, people. Did that click on the screen? I just my whole Amazon account just popped up for some reason. Do you go to Acts? Okay, y'all want to talk about the Bible? Do I go to Acts? I don't read the Bible anymore. I don't. There was a period when I read it all the time. But like I said, I don't get drifted back into that again. But the book of Acts is basically starting in Acts. All those books are written by Paul. And Paul was not writing the Bible. So you want to hear from a good leader, a good orator, or a good a preacher, a guy who writes letters well, then you can read that. But I don't read it as the word of God. I don't think that was directed towards me because apparently you have a conversation going. Let me see. Mm-hmm. There's that silver-tongued devil, Sherry. I have to have motivation to be the devil. Usually I'm after devils, honey. Hold on a minute. Let me sure. I'm usually after devils. Let me see. Uh-huh. I don't see nothing going on for me to be jumping on. I do want to meet this stomp down though. I don't want to give her so much clout that now she's famous, but she won't fame. Let's give her some. Till she shows her face. Show me your face. Ooh. I want to see your face. I like to know who's talking shit, honey. She's quiet now. Have y'all noticed that the stomp down, she came on like a tiger, a lion, right? All she wanted to talk shit about me and several other people. And then the bitch, when we came back at her one time, she disappeared. So she ain't got no real nuts. I would love to know who that thing is. Nikki. Hi, Nikki. I know Wolverine isn't stomped down. Wolverine would not come for you, unked him the way Stomp Down did. Yeah, I've never gotten any indication that he would. Tracy, you and him have had issues before, so you might hear something in his voice that we don't hear. He seems like a nice guy. I think he does a rich guy, is he? There was a one guy that used to come on people's, he was very generous. Never that way on this channel, but he would come on every once in a while. He would show his face. And then I think he signed up on here when I first started going live. So we're just going to say Wolverine is not stomped down. The first person I named, I won't name him again to bring more heat on him. I was wrong there. So we ain't going to be accusing people until we have some evidence. We need to catch her with her drawers down. Oh, no. Change that. Keep your drawers up, honey. I know that's an old big girl. Mm-hmm. Someone said SD hangs on Cheryl's World panel as Gator. Huh? Y'all be having all these conversations. I don't even know what's going on. I did see that Olivia, the Oracle, she didn't use my name, so maybe I shouldn't even speak on it, but she wants the gays to go after that boy. What's his name? What's that boy's name? The one that's getting all the attention this week. Y'all got to pay attention. Grown Folks TV. ZX, I guess his name is. People, we can't be falling for this kind of shit. Okay, so we know that the people are trying to merge the beef sector and the black sector, right? It's been going on for a few months. And now we're getting to know who these people are. It's kind of the thing that happens organically. If you know who the people are, you'll respond. But if he's going to be coming over here with all this homophobic Bible stuff, I don't want to be bothered with nobody like that, child. So I don't know why she thinks that we, as gay men, are going to be beefing with him by responding to him or addressing him. Then we are including him in the conversation. See, then he goes back, we go back, and the next thing you know, he's in this sector. And then we are stressing ourselves out because we're dealing with people with a hater. Why are you inviting haters in here, right? So she felt like the gays should attack him because he's obviously a homophobic, right? Red sector. Well, Sean Bradley, when he got a whiff of that, woo, Miss Thing went off. She went off because they were just beefing a couple, 3 or 4 weeks ago. Her and Oracle, him and Oracle. So he saying Oracle is basically the same thing. Whatever. Listen, people, don't let people control you and be so easily manipulated. There's no reason for anybody, no gay people over here to be going to address this fool. Maybe I shouldn't even call him a fool yet. He ain't did nothing to me. This dude over here who wants to come over and attack gay people with this biblical. I mean, that's so old time. Come up with something new, man. Biblical attack and all that. No, that's not entertaining. It's not entertaining to me. I would never address him. So he got all his panties all up in a bunch, Sean Bradley, because she made that suggestion. She mentioned several names of people she wants him to go over there and get him. She wants to sick them dogs on his ass. Go get him. The Oracle. He did make one clear point. That is your stuff. That ain't got nothing to do with us, honey. He is misogynistic. He's all those things. But if you'll notice, he's managed to get his name in our conversation. Right? So don't be so easily manipulated. We don't need all that over here, honey. There are straight men over here occasionally. Some of them, a few of them, they've been nice guys. I miss Troy. What happened to Troy? Troy was a good, fair, and honest guy. There are some straight guys over here, but not people like him. These alpha males want to come over here and beat the chest. It ain't the right place for you, buddy. It just ain't. We ain't got nothing in common. Gay men have more in common with women, in my opinion, than they do with straight men. Straight men to that kind of straight man. Right. Hi, Gina. Oma's Storytime World. Hi. Our precious moderators. Nikki Bailu. Nikki, if I'm not pronouncing your last name right, let me know. Do you go? Okay. So I was already at do you go to Acts? Okay. Why would he say where he goes with these crazy people on here? Where he goes? Why would I say that I go to church in Oakland? I don't think that's anything. Honey, my pastor is one of the most famous LGBTQ pastors in the country. We ain't ashamed of that, honey. I think the argument, when people make the argument about gays in the ministry and all that kind of thing, I really believe that we should be ministering to ourselves, right? I think it will solve a lot of the problems. There is so much church burn and church hurt among gay people. We should be preaching to ourselves. We should have our own pastors, qualified men and women who can bring a word, who can sing. We always have been involved in music in all churches, but who can actually preach. I belong to one of those kind of churches. We have a whole fellowship, of different churches around the country. So people who are trained in ministry, why can't they preach to us, preach to each other, just like you're doing? Heterosexual people preaching to heterosexual people. So I think we should do the same thing. There is certainly a need, but you're going to have to work hard to build that audience because a lot of people are so burnt on church that you have to really convince them that this is a safe place to be. I don't, okay, feel free to hit the link. I don't trust Pastor or Vivian, but I don't think they're the same person. Right. No, I think that stutter, it didn't sound like him. Now, like I said, people can do other voices, but nothing about his personality seems to be a stomp down, though. Stomp down is gutter trash. She is. She's just gutter trash, honey. I don't think that guy would go to that extreme to be over there trying to support Jay Wilson. Wolverine, he likes me. Oh, that's sweet. He seems like a perfectly nice guy. I believe him. I heard the voice, so we got to move on from Wolverine. Some rabid subscriber. Yeah, he's a fan. She is a fan. Yeah, because he's not perfectly male. He sounds like a bitch. Oh, excuse me. When he gets all hot and all that goddamn all that shit. He's probably I think it's an old drag queen myself. And they dislike each other. Oh, goody. Oh, goody. Jay Wilson wouldn't let the damn boy even get it out of his mouth. Well, he moved on to something else. As usual, he has to talk over everybody, honey. The man tried to say a couple of closing lines. Wilson couldn't even let that. Well, I gotta go pee. I gotta go to the bathroom. How rude, honey. Let that man be. He ain't come on there every once in a while, child. Damn, how many hundreds of dollars he gave your black ass? You can't. I mean, how long does it take for him to just whatever? He's a medical professional. They were talking about COVID. I hope you guys have had enough time now. A lot of people come on here talking about they need more time. They need more time for what? It's time to get serious about this thing, people. I hate to see people die. When we were at church today, they read off a list of the people who had passed in this last year and a half. This is some serious business here, right? And you're exposing other people to diseases. And frankly, it doesn't make no damn sense at this point. At first, you could say, oh, I don't know. I remember the Tuskegee Institute. Nobody's trying to poison you. Nobody's trying to kill you, honey. They shouldn't have to pay you for you to take a damn COVID shot to protect your own ass. Now, you say, oh, some people still get sick. So, is sick is the same thing as dying? If they're not dying, go get it. Go get your shot, people. If you've been running your mouth about not taking the shot and you feel embarrassed like you're falling down on your sword, then just sneak and go and get it. But get it. I think they have it damn near everywhere now. You can get it Walgreens, Safeway, and I guess it's free everywhere. There's no reason not to get it. You know, I don't think they even have the big test sites anymore because they got it in all the pharmacies and so forth. Get your shot so you're safe. At least you have some degree of confidence. If they say, "Oh, well, I got to wear a mask," those arguments are stupid to me. The fuck, you don't want to be protected? The fuck is that? Doesn't make any sense. And those damn Trump people, they done made it a political statement. I gotta open this window. They done made it a political statement why they won't get vaccinated. But we ain't got no excuse, people. Them people want to kill themselves, let them do it. That's how it is, honey. If you're gonna kill yourself based on something Donald Trump says, or you feel like that you are being a better supporter by killing yourself and your whole damn family, let them go ahead and do it. But as for us, people who want to live, it doesn't make any sense not to get this variant. It ain't going away. I don't think it's going to be going away for a few years. So you can be walking around with your hand up for what, 2 or 3 years, or just stay in your house. Stomp Down sounds southern. Yeah, they may be from the same place. I don't know. Wolverine, I hope people. He said that several people had said this though. So it wasn't just Tracy. Sometimes, you know, we hear it from one place and we'll things will just grow legs. We'll all be saying it, but Tracy, why did they take you out, girl? Let me view one of these messages. That wasn't no big deal. Okay. Are y'all back in church? Y'all there to go? Let me see. Woo, child, Foxy Loxy. I heard that one too, Foxy Loxy. We get around here, don't we? Deanna Urban just read the shit out of J. Wilson. She read him out in the park where the motorcycle park or whatever. I guess she's out having a good time and the spirit just hit her, honey. He don't give a fuck. That is a person. That's a person that just don't care. When you beware the person who's just in something for money, right? I can't imagine a real pastor putting up with the kind of abuse that boy has to deal with on a daily basis. It doesn't bother him at all. He'll go right back throwing raw meat at all the lions and tigers and bears. He doesn't care about when he don't care about when he logs off. Is any concern with this job of his? You know what? Today he slipped and said something else. You got another clue. No, I'm not doxing him. But at one point he said, right before he got this illustrious job of his, that he had been accepted into a program, right? And then today he said that he works around doctors and nurses. He said he saw all the doctors getting their COVID shots. And a week ago, he said that you couldn't do his job if you were not properly credentialed and if you were not an ordained minister, right? So you got to put it together. You have to be an ordained minister. You're working around doctors and nurses. You're working in the medical field, but you are not. You do not work in any medical field, but you work around doctors. Put it like that. And what was the third one? And something else. Works around doctors. He had to have a credential, and I forget whatever the third one was. All that says to me. Oh, and then he had been accepted into a program. When he got hired there, he didn't say that he had got hired for a job. He said he had been accepted in the program, right? Which would sound like, well, how in the hell is getting a job being accepted into a program? There's one job that fits all of those three things, right? And that is a chaplain. I've said it before. I believe it now. I think he is a chaplain in a hospital. I ain't looking nothing up, so it's not doxing, right? But if you put those three things together, that is what it sounds like. Because why would he be working in the hospital? He ain't working in the cafeteria. He said he's not working in any kind of medical field, right? Yet he's working in a hospital. Yet he's got to be credentialed as an ordained minister to work there. Which you can just go in. They can hire you on Monday and just say have your credential by next Monday, right? You can just go online and get it. Anyway. And yeah, I think he's a chaplain. Not a big deal. A chaplain person comes in your room. You're sick. How you feeling today? Can I give you some information? Then you go to the next room. Hey, Mr. Bob, how you feeling today? Let me leave a pamphlet with you. That's the chaplain's job. It is something where you would have to be accepted into a program because it is a chaplaincy. It is not a permanent job, right? It is part of an educational curriculum that people will do that as part of their education. But that's what I think. It's just a guess. You don't got to preach. You don't got to do nothing. You're just the chaplain. But the key thing for him would be you get paid. It's a job. He also said that he was considering going back to Uber. Uber offering him big money. Big money. What the fuck you mean, big money? You're Uber driver. You're Uber driver. So what, they gave you a $1 raise on your cab rides? How the hell are they offering you big money? What you mean, like an attorney, or what's big money to you? That's bullshit. They ain't offering him no big money to drive no goddamn cab. Silly. Why you gotta exaggerate all this shit? Whatever. Wolverine fell out with, this is Soulful Sounds. Wolverine fell out with Jay Wilson for driving by Tracy's. Oh, he didn't like that apartment. Why would Wolverine do the same thing? Why would Wolverine do the same thing? I don't know about that. I don't know what that's all about there. I can't follow everybody's beefs and stuff. Did y'all see that video? Which video? Oh, Pastor Kobe. I didn't see the porn video. It amazes me that all these holy people want to see the video. How they having so much all this discussion about the goddamn video? Why did you look at it though? Right? He done made 3 videos about this boy who's been caught having sex, and he's describing the length of the man's penis. Why would you even need that information? He made a porn video. You want to talk about it? Just talk about the incident. But no, you had to go and see it. Is it because you enjoy long penises? I don't got no desire to go see that. Shit, I've seen dicks. Dicks look, they all look basically the same thing, right? There's only 1 or 2 inch difference in any of them, in my opinion. And for some reason, they had to go and evaluate. I want to see it with my own eyes. There is no reason to see it, baby. You want to have a commentary, Pastor Kobe is his name. Okay. Pastor Kobe, leave Pastor Kobe alone. So some freak tricked him into filming the thing. I guess these cameras are yin and yang, honey. They're doing a lot of good things. They're doing good things with the police, with all of these cell phone cameras and all this. But you can just film anything, anywhere, you know. So that's the downside. That people can use things that you film against you. You can have things in your phone that people couldn't even stumble on and use it against you. So unfortunately, that's the downside of social media and cameras. But filming yourself during sex, that's the fetish. I ain't gonna tell you how I know, but I know. Oh my goodness. Andrew Caldwell said Andrew Caldwell did commentary? Said the pastor was getting booked to preach at Kojic churches. They were making kind of a joke about with that guy, Pastor Kobe. They had him on the same channel with the Usher Board. Usher Board or Heathen Central. He's got some kind of disability, but he loves God, you know. God can use anybody. If God can use a donkey, bring me that ass. I have need of him. If he can use the damn donkey, he can use any one of us. So if he wants to preach and praise God, that's on him. I guess sometimes you have to just learn your lessons. This lesson is don't be let nobody film you doing nothing, honey, that you don't want the whole world to see. Right? Some of y'all need to be worried about these pastors who are, I guess some of them are making the point. They're having gay sex. At least they're not getting pregnant. Right? So I think that's a more egregious thing. You actually producing children who you're denying. 2 boys is not going to make a baby. Right? So Whatever. I'm not interested in nobody's what their sins are and all that stuff. Now, why did you tell me that WWE Diva 715? You know I'm gonna sit up here and be going on that damn Twitter. I really don't have much interest in seeing. I mean, a penis is a penis to me. To me, if you want to see porn, just go to a porn site. You can see hundreds of them, thousands of them. Why is one any more different than the other? I mean, I feel sorry for the kid, to tell you the truth. I guess he's 32 years old, so he's not actually a kid. But I don't know what his, you know, what his mental state is. But he did seem confused, like he didn't fully understand, you know, what had happened. It wasn't him filming. Who was filming? Was it a situation where how was the person down there getting pumped? Was he had a camera up, or was there a third person in the room? I don't know, because I didn't see it. You know, I mind's my business, Steve. Okay. What, did Steve challenge you, Spill It Boy? Y'all say hello to Spill It Boy TV. Did Steve challenge you? Rico, you don't have to be nice. Is Rico in here too? Oh, Lord, have mercy. Hi, Spill It Boy. Oh, y'all been in here. You think he don't, Timothy? You think he don't, Lord? Who knows when he said that? I do, Uncle Tim. I think he don't what? Y'all know I'm slow. Rico warning. Rico ain't gonna do flash nothing on here. He likes me. Okay, I see you, Tracy. God, deliver me. All I seem to do is hurt me. Hurt me. I had to play my gospel music when I started going back to church, you know. I had to get my mind right. I had to separate from y'all and get my mind right before I go to church. So that was my routine. I fell out of my routine now. So this morning I was able to listen to all my old gospel music. Thou shalt not cell phone film thyself. Okay. Yeah, y'all got to realize some people, they don't do it it's not by accident. They like doing it. Sometimes it's a setup when you talking about celebrities, but this dude is not a celebrity. Some people just want to see it. In other words, if I had sex, I can put it on my big screen and just watch it every night if I want to. And they just like to see themselves on film. But you got to be real, real careful about something like that, honey. And then it's always out there. If somebody get mad at you, your old lady get mad at you, your old boyfriend get mad at you, they can always just pick up your phone, honey, and take that, send it to themselves. And that's apparently exactly what happened with this guy, Pastor Kobe. His ex, the guy's ex, got mad at him and decided to post this. According to Kobe, this thing happened 5 years ago. That'd make him what? 25 years old, 26, 27? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uncle Tim, what's that noise? Sounds like like I'm sharpening. Oh, that's the train. It gets hot in here. I bought that damn fan, but it's heavy in the base, and that top piece is just plastic. So I'm afraid to move it from room to room when I'm filming and stuff. So I have to just go by my window in here. So I live right by the train. I mean, it literally goes right in front of my window. And we have double pane windows. They just put these windows in, so it's very quiet when the windows are closed, right? But when it's hot, you got to open the window and you hear the train. See, you hear it right now? it sounds like a train in here, but on there, it sounds like something totally different. So that's what that noise is in the background. You slept with a celebrity, Steve Austin? Oh. Oh. Did they pay like a... Oh, never mind. There's a whole lot of celebrities in Hollywood back in the day. Hoeing wasn't always a bad thing. Let's see. Where do the trolls get so much time on their hands? I don't know. I guess they just go back and forth. That Stomp Down had information on everybody on here. So it's somebody. It's somebody that's in here. They might be in here right now. I guess some people just get off of just having a whole lot of different names on here. And I think some of the trolls are actually content creators. They be creating multiple pages, going through all that to hide yourself. If I'm going to be famous for being an asshole, I want the fame to come to me, right? Or what's the hell is the point? You just want to be an asshole, nobody knows who you are? You want to be a phantom? You like that dude with the mask over his face? Vendetta. Did it keep you woke? Tim, okay, this is from Pivot Shot. What do you think about the rent moratorium expiring? Is it federal? I mean, it's going to be horrible. I mean, it's going. I feel for the people. Rent is such a big deal in San Francisco. Fortunately, I mean, I'm set up, so I never fell behind. But there are a lot of people who stopped paying their rent. At one point, they were saying a third of the country had stopped. So I don't know that they can even do that right now. That means putting people out on the street, old ladies, families. I don't think it's going to get to that point. They're going to come up with some solution. So I don't know. I'd imagine, though, if the federal government stops its moratorium, cities will still have their moratoriums, right? They can still put one in place. I guess the people who lose will be the landlords. I don't know if they got certain kind of loans they can get, PPP type situations. Ooh, baby, I don't want to step on your paws. I don't want to roll the tire wheel over my baby's paws. So yeah, we're hoping the best for the people. Moratorium. My guess is they're going to come up with solutions for people. Apparently they already are, but the longer you wait, then the longer the lines are going to be for you to get that help if you're going to need it. Nobody mad at you. I mean, a lot of jobs couldn't happen all around this city. I mean, businesses are still boarded up. They're not coming back. The furniture's been moved out. So a lot of people fell into that where they got behind in their rent. I would suspect that if you got behind in your rent, they're probably going to come in with you. Okay, you owe us $15,000. So we're going to charge you an extra $800 a month. Well, can you afford to pay your rent plus $800 a month extra? So you caught up? That you talking about 2 or 3 years, right? So it's going to be a big mess. He's 34 years old now. Okay. Well, 34-year-old, 29-year-old, they have sex. People have sex. Just don't put it on film. It ain't no big deal to have sex. I mean, basically, sex is just whether you're straight or gay. This is all it is, honey. That's all it is. It's in and out, in and out, in and out. There ain't nothing special about it, child. Unless they got some kind of goddamn hood on their head and they're hanging from the chandelier. What's the big deal? I always say I don't think any of that stuff is very interesting. When they even have celebrities, I don't want to see no celebrity penis. It's just a penis. Vagina's a vagina. Titties are titties. Ain't that big a deal, honey. But we make it a big deal, you know, because we didn't caught somebody with their drawers down. Maybe in the future it won't even matter. People say he got a sex tape. They so I don't care. So me too. Let me see. You ever go to the beach, Uncle Tim? Nope. No interest. Even when I lived in LA for 15 years, I rarely ever went to the beach. My partner was Caucasian. You know, they usually go to the beach a lot, but his skin was so fair that he would burn up. So he had no interest in going. I certainly didn't need no tan. So we didn't go to the beach. People make a big deal out of that beach thing, though. Now, San Francisco beaches are totally different than LA beaches. LA beach is gorgeous. You know, you walk around with no clothes on and all that. But here, it gets very windy in San Francisco. And it's very rocky. So there are only little patches of beach around the city. But I mean, I don't go, but I have been. Never been my thing. It's not very interesting to me. I don't want to just be laying out there. I'll be saying, let's go home. I'm a homebody. He was actually a porn star. Who was the okay. Your celebrity was a porn star. Now, Steve Austin, let me ask you, a porn star, what is that? The people I know who did porn movies, usually they walk away with $200-300, $1,000, something like that. So is that a star? I mean, when you think of a star, you think of somebody who's making a $500,000 per episode or whatever. That's what I think of being a star. But if you're a porn star, you just appear in movies. You don't even say anything. How much is that? There are a couple of them that I see that made a lot of movies. They would be porn stars, I guess. Stop, boy. You stop it. You want to say hello? Come on over here. Get a bum up here. Dee 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 dee. Look right in the camera right there. Hey, oh, you did it? Oh, for a second. Y'all say hello to my baby. How you doing? What you doing? Why you messing up my dinner time? Dee dee dee. Oh, dee 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 dee. He went crazy when I went to church this morning. When I came back, he was all over his dad. Porn star. You make sure you wear your protection there, Steve Austin. I wonder how porn stars feel after because you do stuff when you're young, you know, plus especially if you're getting high and stuff. You're having a good time, you know, people want to see your body and all that. What happens when you get older, though, and now people are, because you still see the same videos. They don't take them down. So now you got your coworkers and so forth are able to see your porn days. And it's up there forever. You don't even get paid for it no more. I wonder how that feels. Is it embarrassing? For certain personalities, it's not going to be embarrassing because they're just sexual people. He wrote a book and became a minister. Oh, he wrote a book and became a minister. Did someone show up at the church asking for money? I got your film. I got your film. Hi, Sweeney. My mom's dog looks just like. Oh, it does. Is your mom's dog Sweetness Galore? Is that a Shih Tzu or a Lhasa Apso? They look almost the same, except for the Shih Tzu. His nose is smashed. He got a smaller snout, and I think his legs are a little bit. Is it longer or shorter? His legs are a little bit shorter. The Shih Tzu, but the puppies, I can't tell the difference between this one and that one, and they're both from Tibet. But there are a lot of dogs that are just little furry dogs. Many times that people tell you, and they got all these designer names and all this stuff. But people in the dog parks, they love to talk about their dogs. So they'll tell you, I said, well, damn, it looks just like mine. But there's a lot of little hairy things. Apartment dogs, I like to call them. Many porn stars have committed the S word. What is that? Sin? What's the S word? Oh, that? But they shouldn't have to do that. That's kind of sad. Let me shut up. Steve Austin, you gonna get these damn doctors investigating, honey. You better leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. God can handle it better than you can. Leave it alone. Mm-hmm. If I take a, what was that? If my man ain't got no money, and I say take all of mine, honey, ain't nobody's business if I do. Well, I swear I won't call no copper if I'm beat up by my papa. Ain't nobody's business if I do. Now everything's everybody's business. I want that couch. You can get it. They got it at Amazon. That's one of the old traditional couches, honey. It's called a Chesterfield. Chesterfield. They got some nice modern, if you like modern furniture too, they got nice modern takes on Chesterfield sofas. I think they're back in style now, but they've always been around. Usually in English studies and things like that, you always find Chesterfield. It's always been considered a manly couch. That bushy tail, I got to get him another haircut. Is he hair going faster? I wonder. It used to be I would do it every 3 months, but now it's like every 6 weeks. He could use a trim up. I'll take him in, but they never touched the tail or the ears. I said, I got to see those ears, honey, and that tail. Porn stars committed suicide. Are you talking about women? I mean, the men, unfairly, I'll admit it, it's in straight porno. I watch a lot of it. A lot of times the men don't even show their faces, right? But they always make sure that the woman's face is shown. That is so unfair. So I don't know that the men have any reason to be killing themselves. Or we don't even know that would be the reason, because they did porn. It could be because you wasted a lot of years also. And, chose a profession didn't last that long. I always thought it was so weird. I said, because I'm only looking at it for the men, honey. Right. They'll call her the star, and him, I guess he's just extra. My sofa is so big, 5 people can sleep on it. Oh my goodness. Soul sister. You got one of those big old sectionals, huh? Right. If I was doing a modern aesthetic, I would probably just get a sectional too. I mean, I like them. It's just all seating, But I like to collect stuff. I couldn't have too much big furniture in here. And it's a small apartment, let's face it. But that would explain a lot. It was a lot of ODs happening too. Yep. I mean, most porn stars, they're going to be on something. You can't do that shit. I mean, some of that stuff is so humiliating. You really almost have to be high on something, right? And so they have rules there. They don't want you to appear to be high or to look high. Well, some of the gay ones, whatever. But they don't want you to have no needle marks nowhere. And the main thing is they want you to be able to become aroused. They spend a lot of time making sure you can stay hard for the whole scene. So a lot of drugs will diminish that. They say do your drugs after. That whole industry has changed. Just like the music industry has changed. People used to sell CDs, records. They would make all this money from royalties and all that. Granted, the record companies would a lot of times rip them off, steal the money, but still the records themselves produce a lot of money. It's not like that anymore. You get all these streaming services. You get most of the music for free. Anything I want to hear, I just watch it on YouTube and get the video and the music for free. So that's changed. And same thing with porn. Who's going to pay for porn these days? You used to have to go to the store. You have to pay $80 for a porn movie. Now, why would you spend $5 on that? It ain't worth nothing because there's so much on it online for free. So a lot of them people have got to figure out different ways to make money. Well, I swear I won't call no copper if I'm beat up by my papa. Y'all too young. Y'all don't know about that. That's from Lady Sing the Blues. She got 'em back. She feels so sad. Wants the world to know just what her blues is all about. The blues ain't nothing but a pain in your heart when you've got a bad start. You and your man have to part. Billie Holiday, my girl, give me a pig foot and a bottle of beer. Move me, because I don't care. I want a pig foot and a bottle of beer. I fell in love with you the first time I looked into. I ain't got, my voice is just nothing today. Like it always, like it ever is. I fell in love with you the first time I looked into them there eyes. Because you got a cute way to, little cute way of flirting with them there eyes. They make me feel so happy. They make me feel so blue. I'm falling, that's darling. That's when Billy D. Williams gave her that. She said, you want mom to fall off. Gave her a little tip in her hand. Pick up the money. Y'all old people, y'all remember that scene? The girls were on, I guess, in the club they were in. The ladies would pick up the money between their legs, right? They had a little scissor kind of thing, and people would tip them that way, right? And Billie Holiday was played by Donna Ross. She was timid because it was the first time doing that kind of stuff. And so she would walk over there, and then the girls in the background, you saying, pick up the goddamn money. You're pitiful. Sit down some goddamn where, right? So Billy D. Williams, he saw her predicament, and he showed loving kindness, and he put the money out in her hand, and she took it and she said, I fell in love with you the first time I looked into them there eyes. I saw that movie over and over and over again. I worked at the Uptown Theater in Indianapolis. And so I just memorized all the lines. It's amazing how some of that stuff will hang in there. It'll stick with you. Mm-hmm. Who the dead folks is striking? Who the hell is striking? You better get ready when he starts to sing. Sing, Linda. Go ahead, I'm ready. Every time I in the video, there'll be somebody on there in the comments so serious, I just can't deal with the singing. I just can't do it. You can still do the commentary without the singing. Just stop singing. Don't sing anymore. I said, girl, don't you know how to skip forward? I mean, just skip past it, girl. They don't last but a minute. Let me be happy, honey. What are the songs from Lady Sings the Blues? The night is cold and I'm so all alone. I'd give my soul just to call you my own. Hugging and kissing, what I've been missing. Lover man, oh, where can you be? I've heard it said that the thrill of romance came in like a heavenly dream. I go to bed with a prayer that he'll make love to me. Strange as it seems, someday we'll meet and he'll dry all my tears and whisper sweet little things in my ear, hugging and kissing. Baby, when it comes to love, it ain't really that much difference between male and female, gay and straight. Everybody wants to be loved by somebody, honey. Like Shakespeare said, better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. So I know that my relationship is exaggerated in my mind at this point, but that was my experience with love. I had nothing else to compare it with. So I'm glad it happened. My person still lives in my heart. See, Sherry Morrison said, we love your singing. You're just a little flat sometimes. Sometimes. Songs are meant for singing. I sing because I'm happy. I know the people was happy I was singing behind that mask today. They said, oh, you sound so much better. I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow. My mom used to wake all of us up singing. I remember when I was a kid, there used to be this lady at the, we had a little corner store, not a supermarket, a little corner store, right? And that woman, no matter when you come on her shift, beginning or the end, she'd be singing in her. If she couldn't sing, when she was actually ringing something up, she'd be humming. Had a song in her heart. Didn't the Bible say keep a song in your heart? Think on these positive things. Your mommy used to wake you up singing. Nothing wrong with singing, honey. You ain't got to be able to sing the sing. I mean, you don't got to be able to have tone and pitch and all that. Y'all taking all the fun out of it. Hell, if I could sing, I'd be making money at it, I think. Or at least pursuing it. We can't crush anyone else's dreams. Everybody plays the fool sometime. Ali, the SAG, is requested a song. Everybody plays the fool. There's no exception to the rule. Listen, baby, maybe factual, maybe cruel. I want to tell you, everybody plays a fool. Falling in love is such an easy thing to do. But there's no guarantee that the one you love is going to love you. Oh, and it goes. Still beyond the. What are you doing, Goonies? You doing poetry? The love that's rare and real. My singing. That's too much for me, Goonies. I think you're doing poetry, or is that a song? Today I saw somebody, she looked just like you. She walked like you do. I thought it was you. As she turned the corner, I called out your name. I felt so ashamed, but it wasn't you. Wasn't you. Ooh, you are everything, and everything is you. Oh, you are everything to me. Everything I ever heard about. Mm-hmm. The whole song, or they want to kill me. Child, if I sang a whole song, they'd be wanting to unsubscribe. They say, oh, Lord, he ain't going on, is he? Shy Lights. Stylistics. Tell me the songs, people. Mm-hmm. I am not ever going to be trying to sing no Luther Vandross. Now, that is that is an insult. I still like that damn video when he's singing and he keeps walking past the microphone. Oh. And he walks past it 3 or 4 times before he breaks into his a chair. It's still a chair, even when. I wish I could sing. That would be a fun thing to do. But even people who can sing, it doesn't necessarily jive with what we do on here. You don't hear people really singing on here. This is a talking application. Mm-hmm. And now they can do it where you can have very windows open and you're singing the background and the foreground. You can do all kinds of stuff with technology these days. Luther's voice was butter. Mm-hmm. No, I can't do Luther Vandross, honey. It's just too pretty. Mm-hmm. You're rare as a rose. You know how they used to like to sing though? Was that guy Eddie Levert. Is Eddie? Yeah, Eddie Levert. Daryl Levert was the son. When he sang My Sunshine, you are my sunshine, 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 babe, is you are. You're my whole time. Yeah. The rain, no past the rain. You possessed it life away. You're rare as a rose in winter. Patti LaBelle, stir it up. Stir it up. Lord, I don't know that one. Patti LaBelle has so many songs. How is it that two people who love together dream together sometime end up all alone? Tell me how is it that when you take two people dream together, wanna die together? That was a pretty song. I think my favorite one was, well, now Patti LaBelle had so many songs. I said that I never let another lover break my heart, baby. I said I never would. But you know what comes now? If you ask me to, I just might change my mind and walk back in your life forever. If you ask me to. Oh God, here what this Stomp Down? Is she in here? Stomp Down is Gator from Squirrel's World. What? Gator from Sherelle's World? Who in the hell? What is that, Kiki? Kiki Kamo? Is that a real person, a real show? We're gonna find out who that hoe is, honey. I know she's hideous. I just want to see that face so I can say I told you so. I say, I told you that was an ugly bitch. Hello, hello, hey, hello. Hello, it's me. Maybe I shouldn't even think at all. It's important to me that you know you are free. Lord, I will never change. Don't go. You want to hear the horn sister boom, shook, a rack a shack boom. Make the sound of a shish gang boo. Boo, a rack a shack boo. Make a sound of a you got to believe in something. Why not believe in me? My favorite was Al Green. Y'all know Al Green songs? Marvin Gaye, what's going on? Keep getting it on. Mm-hmm. Do y'all know about Al Green? Brother, I can't remember. If I gave you my love, doo-doo, boom, boom. I tell you what I do. I'd expect a whole lot of love out of you. You got to be good to me. Yeah. Do. I'm gonna be good to you. There's a whole lot of things you and I can do. What about the way you love me? And the way you squeeze me? Oh, simply beautiful. And I love me some Al Green, child. Mm-hmm. I was a young teenager listening to them grown folk songs. Everybody else was listening to Parliament Funkadelic and all that fast music. I was listening to love songs. And I still ain't found, well, I found one. Mm-hmm. Let me say since, baby, since we've been together, oh, loving you forever is what I need. Oh my goodness, we don't have to take our clothes off drinking cherry. Y'all know Jermaine Stewart was my roommate, right? Back in 1977. We lived together for a whole summer. We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. Oh no, we just dance and party right all night and drinking cherry wine. He had another one called I Know the Word Is Out that you and I be getting it on. Turn off the lights and come closer. Teddy Pendergrass. Light a candle. Mm-hmm. What about Betcha by golly, wow. You're the one that I've been waiting for forever. And ever will my love for you keep growing strong. Keep growing strong. If I could, I'd catch a falling star to shine on you so that's abuse, know where you are. Never thought that fairy tales come true, but they come true when I'm near you. You're a genie in disguise. Lord, what happened to all that music? Now everything is hip to the hip to the hip to the hippie, the hip hop, the boogie. I just saw a good one in there. Rick James. Love them and leave them. Oh, that's what I used to do. Use and abuse them, baby. Then I laid eyes on you. It was pain before passion. That was my claim to fame. Tasted teardrop pain. Now I would love to be able to hit them damn Tina Marie's. Go ahead, Miss Marie. Oh, that's what I used to do. Tracy is on tearing Stomp Down up. Okay, well, they don't want you to say that, Kiki, when somebody else is live, but I will definitely be going over there. I want to see that thing stomped. Give it to me, baby. They ain't got no words to it. That ain't in the same class. All this beautiful music I'm talking about. That ain't in the same class. Oh, Rick James, give it to me, baby. That cocaine's a hell of a drug. That David Chappelle is still getting thousands of views on that damn I'm Rick James, bitch. That thing still gets thousands and thousands of views. Please don't say who lives in the chat rooms. Oh, okay. Please don't say who's live in the chat rooms. Oh, the fear is that people will just go over to their lives. Don't really matter. We're almost through, but that's what they're saying, hun. Michael Jackson. Now let's do a couple of Michael Jackson songs before we leave here. What is it? Give me a couple of them. Not ABC either. 1, 2, 3. That's too simple. Let me see. Michael Jackson. I don't want to sing Ben. What is Michael Jackson songs? Some of his beautiful songs. Billie Jean, she's not my love. She's just a girl. Thinks that I am the one. Slow dancing on the floor in the round, baby. We just having some fun. But the kid is not my son. Hold me tight. Woo. For 40 days and for 40 nights, I was on the scene. Her schemes and plans. So what was the story with Billie Jean? So she was a girl. Was she trying to trap him because he had money? Because she was saying that he was the father, and he was saying that that's not my son. Because he said her schemes and plans. She was slow dancing on the floor in the round, babe. We just having some fun. Jackson had a whole lot more songs than that, baby. What are the other ones? I'll be there. Just call my name. And I'll be there. Just look over your shoulder, sissy. Ooh, la, la. Oh, I got it wrong. I want to rock with you, girl. Dance you in the night. I want to rock with you, rock with you. Woo. That's got to be one of the saddest stories that ever was. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. There's no message going to make it any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. La-di-da, la-di-da, da. You've been smacked by a smooth criminal. Rock with you, girl. Stranger in Moscow. That ain't no Michael Jackson song. What's going on? What's going on? Tell me what's going on, and I tell you what's going on. Ooh, right on, baby. I do believe, right on. Ay, 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 ay. Eat the heat. This is the man's world. Don't get mad at me. That was the music. This is the man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a sweet woman or a girl. Man, make the car. Mm-hmm. Stranger in Moscow is an Michael Jackson song. I don't remember that one, honey. Pay the cost to be the boss. I pay the cost to be the boss. Look at me. You know what you see. See a bad mother. Let me see. I like Claudine. So guess wait a minute. They just keep on saying I'm a lazy woman. Don't love my children. I must divorce him. Cut all ties with him. It's a hard sacrifice. Not being able to love a man, but society gave me no choice but to silence my voice if I want to stay up on the welfare. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm trying to prove my equal rights. So I made some mistakes, for goodness sakes. Why should it help mess up my life? Ooh. Keep away from him, Mr. Welfare. Now that was a movie. Stranger, you're only supposed to hear a stranger in Moscow. I'm bad. Dun, 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 dun. Who's bad? What was that? If you're black or white, I call my baby on a Saturday night. She says it's something. If you want to believe in equality, 2 steps take you wrong or you're right. You tell my baby it don't matter if you're black or white. Da-na-na-na. I wish I could. Gone too soon. Gone too soon. To be invisible. To be invisible. Was that done by Jackson or was that done by Diana Ross? That was a beautiful song too. I don't remember it. That was a beautiful song, honey. Okay, we got to do our closing song then. Last dance, last chance for love. Yes, it's our last chance for romance tonight. I need you by me, beside me, to guide me and to hold me, to scold me, 'cause when I'm bad, I'm so bad. So come on, baby, dance that dance. Come on, baby, let's dance tonight. Last dance, last chance. Y'all got me going now. I don't want to stop. I know I got to. MacArthur's Park is melting in the rain. I don't think that I can take it, 'cause it took too long to bake it, and I'll never have that recipe again. Goodbye, people. Good night, everybody.